right side for Hokori here, because with that Faceless Void pick, with all the effective bans that they did, this is an agi hero that is reliant on his right-click damage. So if you can secure that water room, because now Nothing to Say is in a really solid spot against this Zeus to be able to farm out these next couple of waves really effectively.
You see the Zeus is really having a difficult time. Screwwave just relying on his high right-click damage. Bottom lane, Shinky might be in some trouble, but Tali still has the jump on forward, so the use of the rebound closes the short distance, and another kill for them to be able to find Hokori. Double bracer picked up already for the Marcy, so furthering how difficult it's going to be to deal with her in the lane.
Coming out to her as well as the wand. Has the phase boost queued up, but I really like the other item, the infused raindrops that Vitali's got for himself. You know that you can consistently look to make kills happen in onto this Visage, so if you could just stop the turnaround from happening, that's going to go a long way towards your success in this game.
Lumiere, he's getting bodied by Arme, just consistently just chasing down the Morphling, trying to make sure he's unable to right-click and putting him at the high strength threshold where he doesn't have enough damage as well to play the lane.
And yeah, you are a weak laner. You got to make sure that the harass is coming out consistently. An underrated aspect of the change is the increase to the mana cost of setting on the attribute shift. So it means that you're not able to secure last hits quite as easy. You can't just approach the lane at all because you've got no mana to play with. Why Lumiere's gone for that Falcon Blade? Never mind, he's just going the treads. I prefer this.
But we saw that PSG.LGD with their rotation as well, so Hokori, they'll be able to find kills across the map, and they're not even done. They're going to continue to dive Xingqiu down bottom. Vitali just gets in range for the dispose, chucks him back to analog. A beautiful movement as Zeus kind of mirrors Nothing to Say's movement to the side lanes.
Gives them level 6 as well, so with the siege creep they're going to be able to take that tier 1 tower on the bottom side. Letrak's one of these heroes that actually does quite like to be able to farm inside of the Ancients area if you're able to get him a few stacks up, so it's a big tower to take early on for Hokori. I honestly didn't think the lane was in a position for them to go for that attempt. It was right pushed with like 1.5 creep waves underneath the tower, but they went for it. The power of the Thunder God's Wrath just giving them the extra burst.
This is scary now because you have to deal with a Master who's top of the net worth. Phase boots, I believe, getting delivered on the courier. Yeah, that's the case. Double bracer, work into the BKB is the next item. So yeah, they're going to be able to deal with the Marcy. They led it through the pool. They felt like the first phase, I should say, was enough, but he's had a completely free game.
Potentially even make a move towards this mid lane. Vitali coming through for Nothing to Say. Take back to be able to play around that rune, and careful with your positioning, Nothing to Say.
They miss him a stun, but still toss back. One more right click. Vitali gets him a farm. Meanwhile, top lane, Lumi is in a little bit of trouble at the moment. He has the waveform, but Xingqiu's in a great position to catch him out after the waveform, but he just walks away instead, so they will be unable to get the kill into the Morph.
Put a lot of emphasis up onto this top lane, haven't they? Trying to shut down Lumiere as much as possible, but even with all of that, he's 300 net worth ahead of Arme right now, so in terms of Hokori, mission accomplished for this laning phase. They showed how great they were in game number 1. Dude, sort of thing. It helps having a Marcy for sure, most busted hero of the entire patch, but they're executing. You gotta execute correctly.
And they're doing just that. They can continue though, that's the main thing, because they had a very good start to the previous game, but just fell a little bit short there. Another tower going their way.
Yeah, they even rotated wide for this, so with the...
How about no one else is near Faith Beyond, so they're even going to drop them ultimate kisses. He resummoned on the familiar, so this is just free money given over to Hokori. The rest of PSG.LGD is starting to finally show up. They're going to be very separated for the moment, though. They've been able to address the snapfire over to the right side, though. Why, once again, isolated from the team. We'll see what the two cores... No, it doesn't look to be the case. They've got Chrono and still a decent amount of mana onto Nothing to Say, but looks like Hokori going to back up.
But they're going to back up with the Manta style now completed on Lumiere. Sidekick essentially just heals him up to full in almost every single fight, right? All you need to do is retreat for a couple of seconds. It's almost as good as a Satanicus, actually, at the 15 or so minute mark of this game. And quick buy straight into the Aghanim Scepter after the fact for our Morphlings. So is able to...
T1 tower mid with the edict, which will just be enough damage, it looks like. So
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
sit down.
And gets him close to the Wraith Pact as well on the Visage.
Is under attack.
Ooh, nice toss away. Okay. Lumia's still playing around with the tiny replicate. Will be able to catch up. Almost a beautiful individual play coming out there from Xin-Q to get him out. But
I wonder if they're going to read Nothing to Say. He was considering just keeping that wave shoved from the other side of the map. He might look to get the next one as well, realizing that by the time they respawn, it's going to be able to give enough information to stop it. Might... Yeah, okay. I mean,
does Ame go for this wave? Oh, it's greedy. Oh, this is greedy. Oh, he's going to start backing off. He might be too late, though. If they got the rocket flare, they do. Oh, what a perfect placement. Guarding, anticipating where Ame was going to jump into the tree line. Beautifully done from the Clockwork. A great smoke from Hokori.
Everything is on point. You know, a lot of people planning on SA Dota, but they have come here to play.
Doing more of that.
Super impressive, cohesive with their movements, and I mean, this is what's always been strong about their playstyle, right? Another 30 seconds or so left on this Aegis, but it's accomplished what it needs to. It's taken away the top tier 2 tower. It means that Lumia has much more space to farm. He's gotten much closer towards that Aghanim Scepter for himself.
An aggressive jump in, but it's going to be playing off the back of the BKB, so there's no concerns for the Marcy. Can easily pick off Nothing to Say.
Dire's structures are fortified.
Even going to get closer and closer towards that Basher as well for himself, which, you know, it's a good little bit of extra damage to be able to get through the Gravekeeper's Cloak, but also maybe provide that surprise stun. The Faceless Void isn't able to get the Time Walk away. Ame is still so crucial to all of LGD's chances here, and look to farm up a couple more creep camps, get their neutral items from tier 2. Respawn coming on Nothing.
If Hokori can overcommit or hold that focus top lane, Ame, yeah, he's going to be able to drop the Chronosphere before the attribute shift. Beautiful. What?
Oh my.
Hang on.
It was the tornado.
No way.
Hold on.
No way.
Still
That's
going.
the tornado is why. Ah, what is... CC Blade, they might go for the easy kill onto Xin-Q, continuing to slow down this blink timing here for the Tiny, which is a big reason why I feel like LGD in these team fights need to play off the back of the counter initiation. You need to kind of hope that Hokori expect you to be squishier than what they are. They overcommit into a team fight, then you turn it around with a big chrono and kind of the damage coming through from the Chain Frost as well. What? I see that back. Dude, no way the Cyclone kills him there. That is just so devastating.
Man. 8 damage to potentially make Zhao 8 cry. I mean, how much more fitting does it need to be?
Pretty fast respawn as well here for Hokori.
This is actually enormous for them, right? Like, you've just finished the Aghanim Scepter on the Morphling. You're going to have level 15 for that extra 16 seconds of the Morph duration, meaning that you're going to have that attack speed stolen for much longer. And then it's the second Roche as well. So you're going to have that attribute shift being able to be cast while
guys. Team, Ame's in trouble. Oh, he's got a time walk out of the right side and use it to create the Chronosphere. It's on to 3, but Vitali's gonna chuck him out instead. You can't chuck your teammates up, but as long as you're close enough to be able to chuck up the Faceless Void, they'll get the kill and then easily go to the Tiny afterwards. As God was in a perfect position to be able to capitalize on the positioning of Xin-Q.
Again, though, I mean, of course, it doesn't feel great to be able to give up your core, but Nothing to Say doing his best to try and drag people towards the bottom side of the map. Lane very effectively with the Leshrac. He's got a siege creep to be able to play with, but they need to pump the glyph if you're going to try and defend this one up here. They've still got another, what, 15 or so seconds to be able to do it, so Void, back up line. Like they're going
Radiant's
to
bottom tower is under attack.
be the fight that ends the game. Minute and a half left on that Aegis. Not yet level 18, so know that on LGD if they can make the jump onto the Morphling and burst him down twice.
There's the toss back. There's the stun. Gets the attribute shift. Vitali's going to be in as well with the BKB. They've been able to cover Lumiere with the initiation. Ame has to cancel his TP as well. That's important for PSG.LGD. You force out BKB, kisses, and you stored out the Aegis, so you'll live to see another day.
stall out the Aegis, 0 ultimates used as well on LGD's side. Essentially 0 cooldowns outside of the Wraith pack. So yeah, big win like you were saying before.
Radiant are
Who
scanning.
cares? 30 seconds cooldown on that one. It'll mean you get up to level 18, but the thing with high level Dota, you gotta give something to get
Dire's
something.
top tower is under attack.
I scan as well. I believe that was Radiance that caught PSG.LGD out of the map, so they do know something's happening. Xingqiu's gonna reveal himself now. Didn't follow up though.
And tier 2 tower going down for free on the bottom side.
He's gonna face check the smoke on Xingqiu. Doesn't get any spells off, and now Hokori can look to jump back in. They've been able to blow up the Tiny, but Tali with the follow-up as well onto Gardick's initiation enables him so the carriers can get their farm and block the smokes. And while he's gonna continue to make space, it'll take quite some time to catch up because they're also looking to make a play on the opposite side of the map, trying to bring down nothing to say up top, which they will be successful at doing so.
Okay. I mean, he did shove out the lane, so it's going to mean the extra 30 or so seconds until the creep wave gets there. By the time the wave actually reaches the tower, they might even have the luxury of having Leshrac back up and alive. It considers on Lumiere just going up onto this high ground and hitting the tower. It's only got 76 damage, and yeah, I think that's the play.
Dire's top tower has fallen.
Backdoor's still there.
Dire's top tower has fallen.
They are also stalking Arme as well, which is another solo chrono. Let's see if they can defend now without it. They're going to try and toss back. Wolfling's okay for the moment. They'll get the Hex, but he already got the attribute shift off prior, so now Hokori, there's nothing that they really need to be concerned about.
Oh, he stopped the chrono!
Did he? Oh no, he stopped the TP. So Void can't re-enter the fight now. Let's see what Hokori want to do with this information. They're starting to back off for the moment. They'll give the cheese over to Lumiere. He can look to go back in with 3 minutes on the Aegis.
Yeah, why not? There's literally nothing stopping you from going inside the base. You don't have the Wraith Pact available, there's no Chronosphere, there's no Faceless Void. Yeah, he's just being the bodyguard here, Gardick, saying, you're not getting back into this team fight, my guy.
Again, a toss into a stun. With the Hex, but the attribute shift. His goddamn accurate shot on the Morphling. Why did you give it to him? Why did you change the action? This hero is so done with it now, and you see LGD have no answers to it. Without the chrono, it's just up to the right clicks, but Army just crumbles under the damage as Hokori, it looks like they might have done it. A dive back onto Y. All 5 are gone. Ultra kill for Lumiere, and the G's are dropped as Hokori will take a 1-1 tie against PSG.LGD.
Who would have thought? Who